Good morning, everyone. It is a fabulously cold autumn day today. It's currently 7 degrees Celsius and clear skies, so I am going to go for a walk, maybe get a hot pie and sit on a park bench and eat said pie while looking at the scenery. So I'm going to take you with me. Hello everyone. So today what I wanted to do was to recreate a spell that I did for Samhain. This was obviously done last weekend, but I found it really helpful, if that's the word, really effective, so I thought I would share it today, because this doesn't have to be done on a specific day or anything like that. It can be done whenever you feel like there is something in your mind that you need to release. So this is like a release and gratitude spell. Again, it's something that can be done at any point, and it's really simple, so I thought I would share. So the only things that you realistically need is a candle. I'm just using these ones for decoration. They are leftover candles that I used for the same ritual, so I'm just using them again because I can and I can't really use them for anything else. So yeah, you only need one candle. Obviously I've got several, but you can just use one, and you only need a tea light. You'll need like a bowl or a fire safe plate, or in my case a cauldron, to burn in. Obviously if you can't burn, then you can either bury or you can place your piece of paper into flowing water. If you can't burn, you can do this. Luckily I can burn in my house, it's not an issue. Then what you will need is some paper. I have already written out some of the things that I wrote out at the time. I've rewritten them just so that you can kind of see the kinds of things that I wrote. I also used some white Copal incense. I actually used these sticks. White Copal is really effective for removing blockages, which is essentially what a release ritual is all about. And then you will also just need a pen. Obviously the incense is optional, but if you are going to use incense, I do recommend white Copal because it is very specific for releasing blockages. So yeah, I'll explain the ritual. Now, the first thing that you are going to want to do this ritual is to light some incense. I obviously used this one. You basically are using this to, 1, set the scene, 2, to obviously help to cleanse the space, cleanse you. White Copal's really good for cleansing the aura, so it's kind of dual purpose. So yeah, you want to cleanse yourself, cleanse your items, cleanse your candles, cleanse your paper, cleanse your pen, all that kind of stuff. And then you basically need to sit for a moment and work out what it is that you need to release. In my case, I sat down and did some tarot work and some journaling to try and get a good hold on what I wanted, and I came up with a few things. So the release statements that I came up with are these ones. These are quite personal, so you know, it's just one of those things. Sometimes you got to share a little bit about yourself. So I basically wrote that I released self-doubt about YouTube and Instagram and tarot, because obviously it's something that I enjoy doing and I want to feel confident about it. Then I also said that I wanted to release self-consciousness in terms of my body and my sexuality and that kind of thing. Then I also said that I wanted to release judgment of myself, unless it is for my higher good, essentially. Then I said I wanted to release envy of those who have more money than I do. We all envy those who've got more than us sometimes, and I wanted to release that because it's become an ongoing issue in my mind. And then I also said that I wanted to release impatience and frustration in terms of other people's actions and behaviours, because it's something that I've always struggled with. So that was my releases. So then what I did with this piece of paper once I had written these statements down was to basically burn it. You can tear it up into smaller pieces if it makes it safer to burn, which is something that I did. So yeah, because these are releases, tearing them up is a good symbolisation of destroying the issue, if that makes sense. So I tore it up into smaller pieces and then just simply used the candle to burn the paper. By burning the paper, you are essentially burning the issue that is at hand. And then when I had finished burning my release statements, I then wrote another piece of paper similar to this one with things that I am grateful for. So these are just, like I said, just some examples of things that I wrote in case people can't think of what they're grateful for, which I would be very sad to hear. But yeah, so I wrote that I was grateful for those who support me and love me both online and in person. I'm grateful to those who have the time. I'm grateful to have the time to do what I love online. I'm grateful for my home and my family and their health and their love for each other. I'm grateful for food, music and art. They are my three loves. And I'm grateful to live at a time when personal sovereignty is something that I can maintain, which, I think as a woman these days it's really important to maintain your personal sovereignty. So yeah, those are some examples of things that I wrote for gratitudes. And then simply all I did was just to fold this up, place it into an envelope, and then put that envelope into my book of shadows. And then that was it. So yeah, it's a really simple ritual, something that you can do very, very easily at home with just a piece of paper and a pen. You don't have to burn if you can't, and you don't have to use the incense. You could do this really simply as a journaling exercise if you wanted to. But yeah, I just wanted to share it because I really enjoyed doing it. It was really helpful for me. So yeah, that was it, and I hope you enjoy. Hello everyone. Today is a new day and I've just got a couple of really easy things that I wanted to do today. One of them was to do some baking. I bought this kit for Halloween and then never got around to making them, so I thought I would make them today just as a treat. And the other thing that I wanted to do was to make a winter room spray. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that while I make the cookies. For the room spray, I have got some cloves, some cinnamon sticks. I'm also adding some licorice because I love licorice, and I will also be adding some orange peel. These are just oranges that we've bought from the supermarket, and I've just dried the peels in the dehydrator. But yeah, basically I'm just going to be using these 4 ingredients just to make a room spray. All you need is any winter ingredients that you like, and water basically. So yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I also forgot to mention that I will need lemon juice. The lemon juice will just basically help to preserve it and stop it from going stagnant really quickly, essentially. So yeah, 5 ingredients, not 4. Now it's cookie time. Look how cute. So the reason that I actually bought this kit was because it came with a cookie cutter, and it was only like 79 pence for the kit, so yeah, I actually bought it for the cookie cutter. But it's time to make cookies. So, while my cookies are baking, I thought I would bring you out and show you my autumnal garden. And a spooky cat. Hey, Spooky! How's it going, Spooks? So moody. No little birds for you to scare today. So, as you can see, everything is pretty much dead now. I need to come out at some point and take these flowers up. Just cut them off at the root, and then the roots can all be absorbed by the soil, ready for next year. And there's Buddy's little grave. Poor Buddy. It's pretty all year round for him. That's my rhubarb, which next year will be turned into something tasty. We planted it this year, and next year it should be full of rhubarb stalks. So yeah, rhubarb for next year. Something to look forward to in a vlog next year. And then over here we have the last of the veggies. So this is chard, rainbow chard. And then this was the last of my courgettes. Unfortunately, they've not done very well, although there is this huge one. Ugh. Look at that. Wasn't expecting to get any more this year. Any more? I don't think so. Oh. Little one. But yeah, everything is pretty much dead now. Over there we've got the Brussels sprouts for our Christmas dinner. The Japanese maple has completely shed all of its leaves, and that's my new greenhouse. That, I think, is going to go here where the compost heap is next year. So yeah, keep an eye out for that next year. We'll have a new greenhouse with tomatoes. Gonna take what is essentially now a squash rather than a courgette indoors. Hey. Okay, while my icing is melting because it's too hard for me to do the shortbreads properly, I've eaten the deformed shortbread that I did, and it is time to strain my room spray. Honestly, I wish you could smell this. It smells amazing. It smells like Christmas. So yeah, we're going to add a little lemon juice and then strain it out and use it for a room spray. It doesn't look great, but it smells great. Also, the other thing to do is to keep this in the fridge. It will help it to last longer. So yeah, this will last up to 4 weeks in the fridge. So yeah, I'm gonna go spray all my soft furnishings now.